So Greg Shea is going to kick off the conversation about planning for successful hardware deployment for containerized software. Greg?
So the parameters that you have to plan ahead for are essentially the resources that are going to be used by a given container. And we have a little bit of a special use of containers because we do real-time audio. A lot of other containerized products might be a database, might be, who's what it is. But for our audio processing is pretty CPU intensive. So the first thing you have to take into account is making sure that you're not overly sharing the CPU resource, because we use these server CPUs very much like digital signal processors, so we can't slow them down. The second thing you have to worry about is your memory, and that's pretty much an easy number as long as your host machine is not starving for memory, because what systems will do when they starve out of memory, they'll start using their disk, what's called demand page virtual memory. That slows the system down, and you're immediately going to know that. And everybody knows this from their computer when when you have too many apps open and all of a sudden, your computer starts to crawl. So it's an obvious difference. If you have enough CPU and you have enough memory, then you're pretty much going to be okay. None of our programs are very intensive in disk space. We're not when you're processing audio, you're being a console, you're doing an audio processor, or you're part of an intercom, you're not dealing with large, gigabytes of databases. So it's basically CPU and memory.